Hello, welcome to Evil News. I'm your host, Masa. Let's get into the news. I was trying to hit the meteor, but I hit the moon instead, so if you cannot find it, that's my fault. Interware Town invited members of EDF to watch the christening of their new fishing ship. Here you can see Askader and me preparing a torch to christen the ship. Here you can see us all at the ship. It is quite a large ship, and I believe it is gonna be the main source of pollution for a while. It also sinks quite deep. Here we can see Speedy in a picture with the entire ship. Also, over the entirety of the fishing trip around the continent, we haven't caught a single fish because they didn't have a net, so we just burned the fuel to go around the continent. You have quite unique view from Speedy. It's the view from the highest point of the world, and you can see quite a lot. You can see the entire town. And maybe if you look closely, you can also see parts of the Abu's house. I don't think you can see EDF, but you can see quite a lot. Here is the same view, but during the daylight. EDF also upgraded their roads, so the roads are now a little bit wider and more accessible to tourist vehicles. Should make trading a little bit easier. We also plan on expanding the roads to 5 meters wide, but for now we are stuck at 3 meters wide. Again, jar is the Nutella of the day. Economy. Still, some people have not traded a single Bitcoin. That's fine. Jar is holding a lot of Bitcoin and he currently has more money than the government. We have to figure it out. It is mainly because he produces lumber, produces bricks. So hopefully if we start producing some goods that Jar is interested in, we can get that money back into the circulation. But for now, Jar is just hoarding money. Yeah, our main goal should be to figure out how to stabilize the EDF treasury, which just means selling more goods. The EDF has bought like 7,000 worth of goods. We just need to sell these goods to make a profit and keep the treasury stable. Somehow the amount of Bitcoin held by the government has increased. I'm not sure how that is possible because EDF is holding less and less of it. Maybe the Internet Town is holding some of it, but I saw that their treasury only has 4,000 in it, so it is a little bit strange. We will monitor the situation and surely we'll find an explanation in the future. The number of trades over the weekend has gone down tremendously, which is mainly because people from Internet Town were busy and they were out of town, and same with a lot of people from EDF. They were busy, taking a vacation or day off, so understandable. I even had to take a day off. I was sick, so I couldn't even get on. Still, this lower number of trades is still a lot more than it used to be before we started the buyout and commissary in EDF. The number of items for sale has decreased, might be because we sold more items than we are currently buying, so there's a little bit of deficit. Surely will improve as we sort out the missing professions within the EDF. Currently we have a lot of free stars, but we don't have the professions to pick, so we are a little bit catching up on that. After that, it surely should come back up. To be honest, it might have been just the amount of stone I have removed from the EDF commissary stone and started crushing it and turning it into other materials instead of just it laying there. So it might be skewed a little bit. Surely values will adjust. The number of item types is increasing. We've unlocked some new things. The increase in the number of item types for sale might be because we added a lot of food items, almost all of the baked and fried items. So that might have inflated the values a little bit. Here you can see that it skyrocketed from 70 to almost 120. Ecology. Plant population is stable. It's been increasing but then dipped down. It might be because the farmers have harvested their crops, meaning it decreased again. I think we have to find value where it stabilizes before farmers harvest their crops and plant their crops, but at least it's not going straight down. Pollution. The ground pollution is increasing. I was surprised that it actually decreased a little bit. Somebody has cleaned up their environment, so actually it can go down a little bit. That is good. And also, I think we have reached the point where the pollution is gonna start increasing. Not sure what it is. Might be the factory that the people from Internet Town were building, or the fishing ship, but you can see an exponential increase in the amount of pollution. It is still a small amount of pollution, but it's gonna add up, and eventually we will surpass the value that the plants are able to consume. and it's gonna start building up, and it will start to affect the environment. So look out for that. As always, if you have something interesting or something that you want to share, send it to me and I will feature it here. This has been Evil News. Thank you for watching. Bye.